Softball friends, the countdown continues. This week we look at teams number 39 through 30. Um, that's another week of video. That means another week closer to this year's 2025 Summer Classic. Let's go through last week real quick because we had some great teams. Number 49 was Rip It for Ryan, Summer Keenan's team. It was very glad to have them back in the tournament after a couple year hiatus. They were number 49. It was great to see Summer back out there on the softball field. Number 48, Shenanigans, Troy Johnson's team, a mainstay from Coeur d'Alene. Number 47, Bad Decisions, AJ Hancock. Um, Another team that's been in the tournament many years. Number 46, Strife Sports, Michael Rogers' team, 10 years in the tournament as well. Number 45, the Tough Luck Huboff Landscapers, who have never won any trophies, but we'll see about this year. 44, Pitch Please from Missoula, Montana. 43, Space Invaders, Kim Nelson's team, 11th year in the tournament. Number 42, Battle Round, who moved up 10 spots, Stacy Stevenson's team from Coeur d'Alene. 41, Wasted, the team from Hermanston, Idaho. And number 40, the B-Town Heroes, Casey Salt's team that had a fantastic. Okay, we moved into Holy Cows time, number 39 in the rankings. Nicholas Kilburn's team. This is their first year in the tournament. What a tournament that they had. Group N is what they played out of, and they were able to, in their first game, beat the Showtime Northwest 21-6 in that Friday night slop. Then they played on Saturday. They just got by, or they lost to Team Day Drunk 9-10, and they also fell to the B-Town Heroes, Casey Salt's team, which we'll talk about them in just a second as well. They fell to them 16-24. That put them in the Iron Division where they took on the Rip It for Ryan team, Summers team. They beat them in the first round 20-5. Then they beat Pitch Please, the team from Missoula, 15-5. Then they in the semifinals they played the B-Town Heroes where they outlasted them in a defensive struggle 8-4. And then they took out Wasted, the team from Hermanston we talked about last week, kind of the shorthanded team. They were able to beat them as well to win the championship. So congratulations, Nicholas's team. They'll be back for this year. We look forward to having Holy Cow back at number 39 from Spokane. Another first year team was number 38. This is Chris Dunn's team from Spokane. Ump yours. They are back in the field for this year, but we'll talk about that in just a second. They played out of Group D this last in 2024, where they went 2-1. So a good, respectable first year for them. They played Bad Decisions, AJ Hancock's team from Missoula. They beat them 15-10. Then they took on the Ballaholics, a good team from Coeur d'Alene, Sidney Johnson's team, where they outlasted them 14-4, but they lost to Dallas Williams' team, NFD. They fell to them 14-7. So their first year in the tournament, where that put them? Well, that put them in the Copper Division in a first-round matchup against a very good free agents team. This free agents team has been continuously improving in the 2 years they've been in the tournament. They were able to take down Chris's team 17-7. Chris, though, is going to be in the tournament this year under a new team name. So we look forward to having Chris and his squad from Spokane back. Number 38, Ump Yours. That moves us into number 37. Another team from Spokane. Timothy Reinbold's team, Team Chaos. Number 37. They are playing out of Spokane, Washington. 2023, they ranked 28th, so they fell back a little bit to rank 37th. They played out of Group H where they had some success on the Friday, Saturday games. They took on No Glove, No Love from Spokane, where they were able to beat them 16-1. Then they played Strife Sports. We talked about them last week quite a bit. Strife Sports, our friends there from Missoula, where they were able to outlast them 8-7. Then they took on the Oppo Tacos from Lewiston, an up and coming team in the tournament, where they lost to them 18-8. So a decent run for Team Chaos in the round robin play. That put them in the Copper Division, where they took on RBI'd for Her Pleasure, a team out of Missoula. It was their first year in the tournament, and a very good first round back and forth game. They did lose 13-6. So they will be back for their 7th year, maybe under a new name. So we'll see. Number 37 team. Okay, number 36 was a brand new team. Jake Waiter's team from Coeur d'Alene, the CdA Aqua Sox. We didn't know much about these guys. So they played out of Group B, and boy, did they have a great Friday, Saturday showing. They were able to beat Sweet Spot Stacy Segor's team 8-2. Then they took on a really good Diamond Shooters team from Lewiston. They beat them 13-9. And then they just they took out the Hitting Sticks to quit your pitching 25-5 to beat them by 20. So the CdA Aqua Sox in their first year, they took home the Group B championship. So congratulations for a first-year team to do that. That's great to win your group play. That put them in the Copper Division, where they took on the Free Agents team. The Free Agents, and that put them as a first-round bye. Free Agents played Ump Yours in the first round, was able to get by them, and they took on the CdA Aqua Sox, where the Free Agents were just on a roll. They beat them 19-4. But the CdA Aqua Sox look like they'll be back this year. We're looking forward to having Jake and his squad back to see what they can do for the 2025 and continue to build on their great success. Number 36, that's great. CdA Aqua Sox. Puts us up to number 35, In-House Sports, Amanda Hunt's team from Spokane, Washington. This was their second year in the tournament, so it was great to have them back from the year before. They ranked 24th in 2023. They fell to number 35 this last year. They played out of Group J, where they took on the Off the Handle team from Coeur d'Alene, a really good team. Bethany and Will Adams' team. They lost to them 13-12 in a close game on Friday. And then they took on CGS, which just had a great tournament. They lost to them 24-3, one of the best teams in the tournament. And they also fell to Reds Bar, a much improved team from the year before, 23-17. That put them in the Copper Division, where they took on, in the first round, they took on Swingers, a team from Spokane. This Swinger team is also a very good quality team, a very underrated team, I think, sometimes. Took them on in the first round, where they, in a good battle, came up just a little bit short, 13-12. Haven't heard from Amanda yet this year. Not sure where the in-house sports team is looking this year, but it's great to have them the last 2 years. Number 35, in-house sports. That moves us to number 34, RBI'd for her pleasure. Yes, Tough Price is the team captain of this. They played out of Hamilton, also had some players from Missoula. This was their first tournament appearance, and it was fun to have them come on over and play. I actually got a chance to play against them in round robin play. They went 0-2-1. They played the Sleepy Sloths, a really good team from Great Falls, and this is one of the best teams in the tournament each year. They lost to them 19-1. Then they took on the Apple Knockers in a very back and forth game. This was. They lost to the Apple Knockers 16-4, but then they were able to finish up their Saturday play against another one, a team from Spokane. This is Brandon's team, a team that's been in the tournament many years, and they were able to, a good quality team, and they were able to tie them 9-9. So that put them in the Copper Division. In the first round, they took on Team Chaos, a very good team, where they were able to outlast them 16-13, but they came up short in the quarterfinals against NFD, another Summer Classic mainstay. They lost to them 9-7. They're in the tournament this year. Number 34 ribbed for her play. Ribbed. Jumping right back in, number 33, a good friend of mine, Sean Krantz's team from Spokane. This team has been in and out of the tournament quite a few times. This is their 7th year total in the tournament, so it's always great to have Sean's team in. He always brings a good quality squad. They played out of Group E, where they went 2-1. They were able to take down a very good Rogers Burgers team from Coeur d'Alene. This is Justin Fay's team. They were able to beat them 16-14. They came up short against Hub from Missoula, a very good team as well. We'll talk about them a little later. They lost to them 13-1. And then they took on the Misfits from Colville. This is a first year team, Boyd's team. We talked about them last week a little bit. They were ranked number 50th. So we talked about them, I think, a couple weeks ago. They beat them 30-5. So they put them in the Copper Division, where they got a first round bye. So they were in the quarterfinals, and they took on a Mojo team that had some mojo going on. We'll talk about Mojo a little bit later. They lost to them 21-6. But Sean's team right now is in the tournament for this coming year. So we always enjoy having Sean and his team out. A lot of his family members play on that team. Number 33, C. Okay, let's talk about number 32. This is the Oppo Tacos, Rhonda Cooley's team from Moscow/Lewiston, Idaho. They've got a little mix of each one. This team has been on the move. This team has been moving up in the rankings. This is their second year in the tournament. They were ranked 41st in 2023. They moved up to 32nd. They had some great success on Saturday. They played out of Group H, where they won their group. They went 3-0. They played Strife Sports from Missoula. We talked about them earlier, a couple weeks ago. They beat them 12-7. No Glove, No Love. They took care of them 22-16. That's Ryan Horner's team from Spokane. And then they were able to beat a really good Team Chaos team that we talked about last week. They were able to 10 run them 18-8. That's no easy feat with Timothy's team from Spokane. I know how good Team Chaos is. That put them in the Copper Division, where they got a first round bye, so they took on a Swingers team, which, like I talked about earlier, this Swingers team is really good. Don't sleep on Swingers. They lost to them 15-4, but Rhonda and her team are looking to make a farther run this year. They are back in the tournament again this year, so we'll see how good Oppo Tacos are at number 32 this last year. Oppo Tacos. Okay, number 31 is the Swingers team. I've been talking about them already. I've been singing their praises from Spokane, Washington. This is Shelby Hoska's team. This is their second year in the tournament. They were 26th ranked in 2023. They fell a little bit this year, to number 31. But as you see from these scores, you'll see how they're kind of up and down. And a team that, this is a very streaky team that can get hot really quick. And Friday, Saturday, they played out a Group R, where they went 0-3. They played a BSE team, a pretty good team. They lost to them. This is Ray Stewart's team. They lost to them 8-6. Then they lost to Speed Kills from Lewiston, which ended up being a really good team. 16-0, they lost to them. And then they played Bloodline, a first-year team where they also lost to 21-13. That put them in the Copper Division, where they made a run. They played In-House Sports, where they barely got by them 13-12. Then they played the Oppo Tacos in the quarterfinals, and they were on a little bit of a roll. They beat that game. They won that game 15-4. Then they ran into a free agents team who we'll also talk about in a little bit. They lost 13-1. Swingers will be back this year. We like having the Swingers team over. Number 31. Time to close it out this year. Number 30, NFD. This is Dallas Williams, Jackie Williams team from Spokane. This is their 10th year in the tournament. Dallas has been here a lot longer than that, though. They played out of Group D where they ended up taking home they took home the trophy for that group, the plaque. They lost to the Ballaholic 17-16 on Friday in the mush, but then they were able to beat Bad Decisions. That's AJ Hancock's team from Missoula, 19-8, and they took down a very good Yours team, 14-7. That's this first year team, Chris Dunn's team from Spokane. That put them in the Copper Division, where they played in the quarterfinals. RBI'd for Her Pleasure, a team that won in the first round. They were able to scrape by them 9-7, but then they ran into a buzzsaw. We'll talk about this team maybe next week, maybe Mojo, where they lost to them 15-3 in the semis. So, but overall, a good tournament for NFD. They won Group D. So congratulations to Dallas and his squad. They are back for this next year. Guys, we're going to look at teams number 29 through 20. Holy crap, we're getting to the end here. Three more installments. See y'all next week.